I'm here with Andrew Hernandez. He is the Master Guide Coordinator for the Texas Conference. Master Guides is kind of the continuation of Pathfinders for older young people. About how many Master Guides are there in the Texas Conference?
I'll say about 1,100 that we have registered.
1,100,
yeah.
okay.
And it's growing every year.
Wow. And now every year, typically you have a big camporee. This year you're going to have one over at Lake Whitney Ranch. But then Hurricane Harvey came to town, and here we are in Houston. So what was the change? What did they decide to do?
Well, as you know, Hurricane Harvey hit September 25th, which is pretty traumatic for us. At that time, we were already planning to go to Lake Whitney and go each weekend and get our camporee started. You know, we're going to do the ultimate race again, which is 22 obstacles, 7.5 miles. But then as we went on, we were talking about it, that we can't do this because a lot of people are traumatized with this hurricane. So then we had the idea. Council decided, hey, why don't we have a camp in Houston called Rescue and Relief? And then we passed it through Tenoria. Tenoria agreed with it, and then we had a meeting with all the directors and the coordinators, and they loved it. So that's why you see all these Master Guides here. Not only are they serving the community, but they're going out and doing outreach and helping non-Adventists as well. And again, to know who the Master Guides in the Adventist Church is. So that's what we decided to do. As you can see, the disposition is really good. They're excited to come help here in the Houston area. They're willing to serve whatever they can. They're not complaining. So it's a good camporee what we're doing here.
And you're over 2 weekends, last weekend and this weekend, you have about 1,000 that have come. Is that right?
Yes, last weekend we had about a little bit over 400, but this year we have like 700.
Wow, so it's about 1,100 total.
Yes, it is.
And now when they come here to town, they camp out mostly. Is that right? They camp out in schools, churches, and fields? What do they do?
Yeah, they do. They have the option. We could say, hey, we got 2 churches. We got the Oak School. We got plenty of room there. Or we have Little York, of course. We were grateful that they let us our church. But a lot of people say, no, we have families here, and some people opt to stay in hotels. Their choice, But as you can see, right now, behind the church here, there's campers already there camping, and enjoying it like a camporee. Yes. So we're enjoying it.
Okay, and we're here at the Little York Spanish Seventh-day Adventist Church in Houston. Now, what do they do when they get here? I mean, you said that there's some that came in a little early today. What have they been doing this afternoon?
Yeah, the Master Guides from the Valley area down to Edinburgh, all those small towns down there in the Valley. As you know, that's a long drive for them. So they woke up bright and early this morning. They rented a bus, charter bus, and I got here at noon. They ate lunch. They set up their tents and they started working about 2 o'clock at the Oaks, which got heavily damaged. And they started working there, putting sheetrock in the sanctuary and plywood. They've been at it. But of course, they cut out about 5:30 so they can come to church service here.
So this is Friday evening. There's going to be a big, giant church service in a little bit. With all the Master Guides getting together. Now, if somebody didn't have a Master Guide club in their church, what would you recommend to them to get something started?
Well, if they want to start a Master Guide club, depending on what city they live in, for them to talk to their area coordinator, contact them and say, we're interested to start a Master Guide club. The coordinators will come down and train them and teach them what to do to get ready. And so as simple as that. So anybody that's out there that want to start a Master Guide club all over Texas, just get in touch with their coordinators. If not, get in touch with me or Lily Hernandez, which we are the Texas directors of Master Guides, and we can lead you to the right direction.
And so you and your wife lead this, and that probably means you get a pretty big paycheck every year for that. Is that right?
No paycheck. It's all volunteer.
Awesome.
We do have some people think that we get paid. We have 2 jobs. I go, no, brothers, sisters, this is all volunteer. We love the ministry, and we love God, and we love people, and we love doing this.
Amen.
At the end of the day, we're tired, but we always tell each other, but it's a good tire because we're doing it for the Lord.
And God is honoring your leadership. You didn't grow up a Seventh-day Adventist, did you?
No, I did not.
How did you find out about the Adventist message?
Well, I was never Adventist. I grew up Catholic, of course, and then, of course, I met my wife, Lily. She was Adventist, and a good church-going girl, and I met her, and she introduced me to the message, and that's how I got in, and I loved it. I don't think I would change anything for the world.
Amen. Thank you so much for sharing this. This is wonderful.
My pleasure.
God bless you.
Thank you.